Hey, this is a video for the people out there that have a website or have a digital product and want to optimize it and want to get started, but really don't know how. And the more research you do into the whole idea of optimizing can be very intimidating. And sometimes you feel like maybe the juice isn't worth the squeeze. But I'm here to tell you two things. Number one, the juice is definitely worth the squeeze. And number two, it doesn't have to be hard. And I'm going to give you some thoughts as to how you could get started, how you can just go ahead and pick up and get going and see if optimization is for you. So first of all, if your thought is that maybe optimization isn't worth it, ask yourself this question. How much money do you spend every year acquiring traffic, either from Google or from Facebook or from Instagram or TikTok or wherever? You get the idea. You are spending probably 30 to 40% of the revenue of your business and just handing it to those companies. Imagine if you were optimizing for that traffic to just do more on your website. Click the things you want them to click, transact, print out a menu, all the things that you're looking to do on your website. Imagine you could get 5% more people to do that, or 10%, or 20%. That means now you can pay to get 20% more of that acquisition, or you can save 20% on that acquisition. That's a huge impact to your business and your family and your future. So I would definitely not give up the idea of optimizing. So now that I've talked you into optimizing, here's what I'm going to tell you. People will tell you that optimization needs to be done a certain way or needs to follow best practices. I will tell you this. It is great to follow optimization best practices, and I would certainly listen to those people. But if they're doing more intimidating than actually teaching you, just think about this. There's best practices, there's no practices, and you want to be somewhere in the middle. Doing a little is better than doing nothing. So if you think about where to get started, first, make sure you know what type of KPI you're optimizing for. If you're running your own business, that should be easy. What is the thing that makes you money? What is the thing that you want your users to do when they get to the website? Sometimes that's buy a product, sometimes it's sign up for email. Whatever that is, pick that KPI. Then go into your analytics tools, hopefully you have them, and establish a baseline for that KPI. What is the percentage of the visitors that come to your website or your digital product that do the thing you want them to do? Establish that baseline and graph it over time. Like, go back 2 years and look at every month and look at what that baseline KPI is, because that number may change. It may be much different in February than it is in November, depending on the type of product that you sell. So establish that baseline. Now, you have a KPI and you have a baseline. You're like 80% of the way there. All you need to do next is figure out how you'll measure the optimizations that you do and then brainstorm ideas. Get people together, get your family together, get your customer feedback together, and just read the things they're saying and come up with a list of ideas of the things you want to do to optimize. Now, the best way to test an optimization is to A/B test. It's to have a tool that's showing some of your users the change you want to make, and then some of your users the experience you had before, and will scientifically show you the difference. That's a great thing to have, and you certainly should have it. Do you need to have it to get started? No. There are different ways to test outside of A/B testing. Once you've established that baseline, you could look at the impact that change had. You could look at the impact of just that page compared to last year, looking at the baseline that you established before. There's different ways to do it. I'm not going to get too much into the different ways to do it in this video, because the whole idea of this video is to tell you, make sure you're optimizing. Make sure you figure out that good enough is often the enemy of perfect, and it's certainly better than doing nothing. And if you're not sure how to get started, give me a call, reach out to me on LinkedIn, go to my website. I can help you get started. We'll just be friends. We'll have a conversation. I love to watch people optimize, and I love to see them get into the idea of optimization. I'd love to talk to you about how to get started. Thanks, and have a great day.